Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, hanging out with this nerd.
Nerdarchy Ted.
And today we'll be doing a flip through Underworld Races and Classes by AAW Games. I want to start this video by thanking AAW Games, or Adventure a Week Games if you prefer, for sponsoring this video. You can find a link in the description below to get your own copy of Underworld Races and Classes. So we'll start with our table of contents and that awesome cover shot. We got a full 2-page spread of all the various monsters. Well, I shouldn't say monsters, but races you can find in the Underworld. So these are all playable races.
Playable races. Yeah, each section has subclasses, feats, spells specific to those races.
So we have a humanoid bat creature. So you're going to get plenty of Underdark goodness in this product. I must say, I do love the art. We're also seeing, feats for the hooling. I'm not sure exactly how you would say that.
I would say hooling. You got feats.
Cleric domain. Special equipment for them as well as spells.
Magic items as well. Demonic tooth. A whole crown.
Crystal Scourge or Salvation. Calator. Here we have a whole class that's been introduced.
The Reaver.
It seems very much based off of the Monk at a glance.
Crystal Cannonade.
Dudleg. I'm not sure how you say that. It's got a funky O, so it probably means something in another language. But that guy looks pretty badass, and he reminds me of the Day of the Dead, that kind of motif.
I like the bones all strapped to his back. I don't know if that's supposed to be, an instrument or what's going on there, but
it looks like it doesn't bode well for someone.
Doesn't bode well. So this race kind of looks a little fiendish to me, but there's like a heavy musical vibe to it.
And I'm also seeing something that looks like a sawed-off shotgun.
It's a guntar. Looks like it's part musical instrument, part weapon.
Well, being as I saw firearm rolls, yeah, I think you're right there. Here we got feats for these guys. We got equipment for them.
New magic items.
Of course, spells. Oh, man, this guy looks freaking badass.
Nerdarchy. In case you're Dragonborn, needed tails, and they don't have them, well, here, these guys got tails.
So, True Dracky equipment, Wormblood, Paragon, all kinds of cool things. Feats, equipment.
Looks like tail armor, I'm going to guess.
Maybe tail weaponry.
Oh, that's true, too. It's a very cool Underdark city.
Oh, what would it be? What would an Underdark book be without the drow?
So I'm going to guess that they're going to have different takes than what's in your player's handbook. We got a new cleric domain. Variant rogue.
Some sexy drow art. Gotta have that. And it looks like a whole new class again.
Mistress of the web.
Oh, that guy looks badass. Forearms, claws. That's looking really, really good. Master of the web. There, variant monk, basically. Some more cool scenery, drow equipment, more feats, magic items, spells, drowlicious. The Duergar. So I don't know if this is their version of Duergar, but that guy looks pretty badass. Already looking at this, I know there's things I want to incorporate in my game, and I also know there's things I'm probably not going to put in my game. Just due to balance and the way we run our games. But I'm thinking this is definitely a cool product to cherry pick. Spells and equipment for the Duergar. How would you say that? It seems like it needs some more vowels to me.
Yeah, I would agree. I would call it Duergar as well. Now we have another dwarf for the Dweorg.
Dweorg. Actually, I like the names.
I'm a big fan of the Underdark and the different things that you can do with it. And if you feel there's just not enough stuff out there, this is definitely a book to help flesh out your
feats, equipment. Funglet. Oh, this guy looks way cool.
So this is the part that I was immediately drawn towards. I like things that look weird, and the Funglets certainly are. So you wind up with a couple new subclasses. You get some Funglet equipment, some new magic items. And of course, couldn't be fungus stuff without fungus smells.
Now, I suspect one of the things that I'm not going to like is the organization of this book, just because I know the way to do it probably seems to make sense, but I don't like. I like all the feats together. I like all the spells together. I don't like having to go from section to section, and each one is based off of the underworld race, so all that stuff is grouped together. I'd say that's more of a personal preference than anything.
Now, haven't had a chance to read through. Now, if the subclasses are race specific, then it could be appropriate to the individual race to have the stuff there. The items, I think, definitely work. But it was a compositional choice. Having everything with like types is a preference.
So all this art is really, really good. I'm digging the style.
It's colorful. It's vibrant. You get to really get a feel for where you are.
If you want to run like a trippy game, Alice in Wonderland game, I feel like a lot of this stuff would work really well.
Now we got a Gitverk. This looks like a tiefling looking thing.
You got the feats, the magic items. They seem really big on the alternate monk types. Huiral. Kind of cockroachy looking, buggy looking.
Extra arms.
But, with lots of color. It looks good. I like it. This is right up your alley, Ted. I know how you love your lizard folk.
New lizard folk. It definitely looks like a lizard folky type weapon.
He looks very crocodilian, too.
Absolutely.
Well, even in Underdark, they have sewers, and you have to have crocodiles in your sewers. So you have to have crocodile men.
So, of course, you got some new equipment, new magic items.
Snarvedlin, of course. I like that take on it. That's very cool. Kind of like Underdark Fae-ish looking.
Yeah. Gotta love the
quad shooter.
The
So the Snarvedlin multi crossbow looks badass. Price plus 200 gold pieces per crossbow beyond the first. Weight 5 pounds plus combined weight of crossbows. It looks like you're gonna need a wagon to get this thing around.
Or maybe your slug.
Yeah, your Snarvedlin slug mutator.
Creepy Underdark shot.
Along with spells and magic items. Oh man, that guy is wild looking. I don't even know what that weapon he's using, but that looks like the Eldritch slingshot from hell.
It's a different take on the bow. They actually have these things these days that is that kind of thing where you pull the elastic back as opposed to having just be a string. So it's cool to see that being taken the other direction. Yeah.
And Vistrati. They look really cool and psychedelic.
Another cool plant.
Man, look at that shot. It's another great shot. And you can take feats like Alien Wisdom. They got their equipment in there. Another martial arts archetype. These guys love martial arts. Which, who doesn't? Zwerk. Back to Zwerk. That looks pretty crazy. Maybe some psionics going on there. I don't know.
The Stone Speaker.
It's another full class.
Is that an emoji rock?
It does look like an emoji rock, but no, it's a Zwerk pet stone.
Oh man, I want a pet stone.
Well, you can now have one. You have the book with them in it.
Oh man, a weapons table. And we get some new Underdark monsters as well.
We're in the bestiary. That is one crazy looking centipede. Monster-esque type thing. So the Ahun, we've seen the race, but now there's a monster type as well.
The Anganilf is your centipede monster.
We got some kind of like crystal draconic gargoyle looking thing.
Colator monstrosity.
Goggled. That thing is pretty sick looking.
We got a Handra. I think is pretty awesome.
That thing looks like an alien. Like from Aliens. But really angry. Oh, that's an awesome, like, it makes me think Shambling Mound, but of the Underdark.
Miking it on steroids.
That guy's pretty crazy looking too.
What I like is, for a lightless world, how vibrant the colors are
Yeah.
on these things.
Oh man, we got our server riding slug and our server siege slug.
Well, you
Sometimes you need to lay siege, and you have your slug.
right, and you got to have the protection on their eyes and everything.
Huge beast. That thing is badass looking. Oh wow, that thing, I don't know what the name is, but it is very cool looking. It's also looks like another siege type monster. Oh, skilled patter. And it's even bigger than the siege slug. When your siege slug just isn't big enough to get the job done. So Adventure a Week Games puts this out. AAW Games. So far, what I've seen, it looks fantastic. I can't wait to sit down with this book and cherry pick it a bit more. The artwork is fantastic, and I'm sure there's things that are going from this right into our own games. Head down to the comments below and let us know what you think. While you're at it, like, share, and subscribe.
Don't forget to check out the link to adventureaweek.com and go get your own copy of Underdark Races and Classes.
Until next time, stay nerdy.